Hello, YouTube. Anyways, this is Tim, Canadian comic hunter, or Timothy, whatever you want to call me, I guess. This is video haul number 30, 30, trying to reach the 100 subscriber plateau, like so many others. Anyways, okay, so this haul video is going to consist of basically, I only had one day of hunting, but I went to a pretty big flea market in Saint Eustache, Quebec. It's about 2 hours from where I actually live. Big ordeal to get there, but anyways, got there. Really hot day. There was a couple of vendors that were selling comic books outside, which I thought were kind of cool, and they had the comic book local flea market guy inside. Has kind of like a store, but everything's super overpriced. But I got some pretty good deals from him, so I was surprised because usually his books are really expensive. Anyways, so here it goes. First book you're seeing right now is Dead of Winter. I think people have seen this probably throughout the YouTube. I don't know how many people show it usually, but it's based on a board game. So I got the two covers. I know they're going for something anyways right now. So I got the first cover, just the dog eating the hand, and then the second cover. So yeah, they go for a set. I don't know, somewhere between $20, maybe US. I don't know. They're a lot more Canadian. Okay, so this is that was from the inside the store, inside the flea market. This is the outside of the flea market, which I thought was kind of cool. Little run with New Mutants. This is a magic cover. If any people know or don't know. Anyways, magic cover in space. Thought it was kind of cool. No one usually shows magic in space, but she's also wearing some sort of bikini. Yeah. Anyways, thought it was very unique. Just picked it up. It's not a key appearance or anything like that. And then I got another New Mutants 30. Bill Stickowich, I think that's again how to say it. Cover, really cool. Again, not a super key or something like that, but from the New Mutants. It's not like a nine. It's not like one of the big books, you know. So then I got another New Mutants. Faces the Garmin, which is kind of cool because it's kind of Thor's world. So they're in this storyline. They go towards Thor's world. They're fighting Hela, different people within that universe. So Hela is one of the main antagonists. There was another one with Hela on it, but the book was totally damaged. These are pretty minty. They're pretty sharp corners, and they're super white inside. So I had to pick them up. They were only $1 each. So. And then I got this for $1 too. This was Superman 32, first appearance of Mr. Oz. So Mr. Oz is pretty big right now within the whole Doomsday Clock coming out in November. And he's been kind of like the antagonist throughout the Rebirth. So this was his first appearance, his first cameo appearance. There's a 1 in 100 variant. Probably goes for a lot more. I've been trying to pick one up, but yeah, this was just one of the copies. So the first appearance of Mr. Oz. Hopefully, if anyone wants to pick one up, this is definitely a key. Maybe you guys should be kind of searching for. Next, picked up this book. Another really nice Michael Turner cover. I like Michael Turner. I'm not crazy about his own line of comics, but I do like it when he does the Superman, the Batman, and especially the Supergirl stuff. So this is a... I think this is a key first appearance of Kara Zor-El. Really cool cover. Got this for I think $2, so wasn't gonna pass it up. And then remember, this is all in Canadian prices, guys. This is not anything to do with the United States when it comes to the comic pricing. So if you are gonna pay $2 Canadian, that's probably gonna be $1 US. You know, so that's basically how it goes because our exchange rate's not very good. Got this for $3. Another Michael Turner cover. Really nice Supergirl. And yeah, just been looking for these kind of Michael Turners. I think they're really iconic, and I think they're something that everyone should kind of be looking for. So the next book I'm going to show you is Empress by Mark Miller. Anyways, I really liked Mark Miller for a long time when he did a lot of the Kick-Ass stuff. I have most of the Kick-Ass comics from Kick-Ass 1, 2, and 3, and part of Hit Girl. So Empress is another really cool story. Anyways, he got basically bought out by Netflix for the Miller universe, I guess. So I guess you might be seeing some of these comics maybe in the future. I don't know. I'm just specking on this. So, anyways, so Empress #1. Then I got Reborn #1. This one is Miller and Greg Capullo. Really, really cool read. Hope you get to check this one out. This is an awesome cover. Came out, I don't know, months back. Anyways, got these pretty cheap, $1 each, so I was going to pass those up. This was not $1. This was $5. This is the Wolverine's Origin #25. It is the retelling of the Deadpool first appearance. Anyways, I just really, really love the cover. Thought it was really awesome artwork. I've seen it a few times. I think it goes for about 10 Canadian. I probably got it for around the same price that it should have been, but it was just something I always wanted to own. So. Robin, the final issue. This one is 183, Robin final issue. Just what it is. It is a final issue of Robin's series. Thought it was pretty cool. I've never seen this before. Can't remember whose haul video I saw this on, but I really liked the cover. It was really cool with the Batman in the background and Robin kind of looking very ominous. Yes. The Real Ghostbusters #1. First appearance of the Ghostbusters in continuity of comics. Alright, so the only reason I found out about this book was because of Strictly Comics. He had a video where Edwin was showing like I think the second and the fourth. So I went online and bought the first because really, really loved The Real Ghostbusters when I was a kid. This is one of the TV shows that I grew up with, and it's fantastic. So if you can find this book, definitely try to buy this book. It's a great read, and it brings you back a little bit. Found another Grimm Fairy Tales at the Flea Market. 101. This is Aladdin, or the Genie. Anyways, this is another Art Germ cover. Really cool. Got it for $4 off of the Comic Guy, which was kind of cool. And he was like, he had it marked for $4, so I guess he didn't know what he had. These books go from anywhere from $15 to $20. I've seen them go for Canadian, anyways. Anyways, if you can, definitely pick it up. It's definitely one of those sexy covers for Seeking Near Mint. Got this for $1, which is probably worth $1, but thought it was kind of cool. Skeleton Warriors. It was actually a cartoon show again, probably when I was coming out of elementary school. So it kind of dates my age. But basically, it's based on the animated series Skeleton Warriors. It was a first issue. Marvel did it. Didn't know they did this in 1995 during that horrible comic era that almost killed the comic books because of all the collecting and stuff that was going on. But this copy is really, really torn up. There's a lot of damage on it, and I think there's water damage on the back. But, you know, honestly, just really enjoyed the Skeleton Warriors probably for the first few episodes that I saw as a cartoon. Web of Spider-Man. Where is Spider-Man? This has been shown off in a lot of videos. This book can go for different pricing. It is in continuity of it. The book predates the 300 of Venom and the symbiote from the first appearance of Eddie Brock or whatnot as Venom. I went through the comic. There really isn't a cameo. It's just more of you think he's kind of in the background. I looked it up online too. It said it's sort of like his first appearance, but it's just he's not shown. It's just it's presumably him according to the story or whatnot. So anyways, cool book to have. I got it for $5. I wasn't gonna leave it there. So and New Avengers, yes. So I've seen this in a couple videos too recently, along with I think it was the first Black Order and all that other stuff. But this is the first appearance of the Illuminati. cool book to have. Just never had it, so pick this one up for $1. Can't complain on that. The next part of the haul that I'm going to show is this book. A lot of people have shown this too. This book dropped like a lot in prices. I guess it was after that Deadpool trailer, and it kind of like shot up, and people were buying it off eBay for ridiculous prices. Anyways, I got this book for like $3, so I was pretty happy. It's the first appearance of Hope Summers. Yeah, it's like a small key. Just a really cool cover. I like Mr. Sinister. He's a pretty badass villain. Anyway, so I'll show the next one. Yes, the book that everybody wanted to have back in the 90s, early 90s. Suburban Jersey Ninja She-Devils, #1. So you're probably asking yourself, why am I showing this? Well, this is a pretty early Amanda Connor's book. That's why I picked it up. So I thought it was kind of cool. I never saw this in the wild ever. I saw it for $1 again at this flea market. It was in the, like most of these books, like I said, are when you open them up, they're white, they're mint, the corners are super great. This is just another really good copy of that book. It doesn't go for much, but it is an early Amanda Connors, which I thought was kind of cool. I really like Amanda Connors. One of the first comics I ever bought was a signed comic was by her for her Harley run. So, yep, this is definitely Amanda Connors' goodness. She also did a run with Excalibur too. If you ever want to get any of her earlier stuff, it's with the Excalibur comic. And our first appearance, I think, was a solo hero comic with I think it was Mockingbird and Hawkeye, and she did like a Yellow Jacket like spread or something in it for. All right, so the next book, another really cool comic key. This is the first appearance of a whole lot of people I have never heard of. This is a company called Marvel UK Comics. You probably don't know about them, or you do know about them because they went bankrupt. Okay, so Marvel UK Comics came out and with this character Hell's Angel, which later became Dark Angel, because the Hell's Angels biker gang sued Marvel Comics, and I think they actually were able to get $35,000 from them at the time for using the name Hell's Angels and basically not asking permission from the biker club and the notorious biker gang, which is, if you are a Hell's Angel out there, you are okay. Just do not come and do something to me because I was talking about this. But anyways, I just thought this was kind of a really cool piece of Marvel history. Just another of those bad choices that Marvel made in the early 90s. Again, so Hell's Angels, there is a lot of, if you look this up, basically there's like 6 or 7 different first appearances on this. Again, the book doesn't go for much, just a really cool key to have if you want a piece of Marvel's dirty past. And for my last book for this haul, the best book of all, and the key that everyone should be buying. Yes, it's one of the biggest books I've ever seen in my life, with one of the biggest personalities in the first appearances. So this is Iron Man 227, and you're probably asking yourself, wow, this is not a very good book and this is not very interesting. But actually, what's really cool about this book is this is the first appearance of a couple characters in just a cameo spread, which I thought was kind of neat when I was looking around for different kinds of stuff in the comics. So this is the first appearance of Michael J. Fox in a comic. This is the first appearance of Hulk Hogan in a comic. But most of all, it is the first appearance of the President of the United States, Donald Trump, in a comic. That's true. This is true. Iron Man 227, and they actually go to the Trump Towers in the comic. It's pretty insane to read through. Anyways, if you can find this in your LCS, pick it up. It's just kind of cool to have, I guess, if you're into that kind of stuff. But it's an interesting key to own. Anyways. I'm not into politics because I'm Canadian, so basically I don't really have a judgment on any of that because I'm just about collecting comics. But I showed a Barack Obama comic a few hauls ago, And basically now I'm showing the other half, which would be Donald Trump in his first appearance in Marvel continuity. All right, so thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you subscribe and check out my other ones that are coming up. And it's trying to get easier with the speaking. I'm trying to, anyways. Thank you, and have a good night.